So back to a brand new video, and I think you guys might know from the title of this video, what if Deku had the ommitrix? Now, this is how I'm going to do it first. Here's the backstory. So, Deku was mostly at night. He's in middle school, so like, he is mostly like, he sees a thing in the sky, and he sees a shooting star, but he does not know it's the omnitrix. So it like fall dawns, and like he's running, and the pod opens. Now, this omnitrix is different from the classic one. It mostly has the classic one that has all the rest, even that evil alien called Ghost Freak or an ecto-neuralite. So, he mostly sees the pod, and he walks up to it, and there's a crater, but not that big, though. So then he tries to lift up the pod, but he can't really pick it up. But then, so everyone knows that the Omnitrix right here, I believe it's actually part Galactic Mechamorph or upgrade species plus machine. So that's why it evolves each time. So, he mostly, like, it immediately gets onto him. He's trying to get the thing off. And, like, he mostly hears, like, people saying what the heck's happening outside. And he starts running. It's mostly night. So, like, he was mostly picking up, getting, food for his mom and stuff in the snack farm. So that's how. So when he gets home, he gives the stuff to his mom and tries to get the omnitrix off of him. And he does it, and it opens, and he sees all the different aliens. So he's smart about it, so he chooses, you get it, gray matter. So then he uses his smartness. He really does say, what the heck am I? And he looks around and he says, I'm so small. So this one has a time limit of 10 minutes. So he mostly, he doesn't tell his mom yet, but after 10 minutes, he, changes back normal. He says, what the heck? And he sees the Omnitrix is red now. Now, you know you can't activate the Omnitrix if it's red. Poor Minetta, bitch. So, this actually is inspired from this guy right here. I thought, hey, what if Deku got this and I'll turn to my own thing? Now, you guys might know who he is. He has his own Discord. I'm not saying, like, you don't have to, but you can subscribe to him. Just search, if you see this image, that's him. He did really good. What else? So, Deku would immediately have Alien X and stuff like that. So, it's mostly the end of the school year. And the teacher says, actually, the teacher throws his papers in the air and says, all of you want to be here. And then he looks over the notes and say, Bakugo can go to UA and stuff like that. And, like, everyone knows he could because he has an awesome quirk. And his quirk is explosion, if you did not know. And, the teacher says Deku, and then he could go, but, like, it'll be really hard for him because he doesn't have a quirk. And, he mostly, so, like, when he uses an alien, they, so you know how, like, Ghost Freak actually got all the Omnitrix, tried to rule the world and stuff? It will happen through the series. This is some of it, like a little sample. You can hear nothing, bitch. So, he mostly says, Bakugo in the class says, the hell is that? he says, you should wish for a quirk in your next life. It says, jump off the roof. And then Deku says, a comment, say, hey, Baka, you sound like a villain, though. And then he just walks up, because he's super fucking pissed and stuff. So, Deku goes home as usual, and Sludge Villain gets on him, and then he actually speed dials it, though, and he gets 4 arms. So, 4 arms is really strong, because it's like, he's definitely the strongest thing in this universe by strength. So then he actually rips the Sludge Villain off of him, though, and All Might sees this, say, he's actually confused as hell. And he said, who's the villain and stuff, but he knows the Sludge Villain's a villain, and he helps, Deku, and then All Might asks, who the heck are you, and then he turns back to a little boy, and All Might saying, what the heck happened? And All Might saying, what the heck was that? And he says, well, see, that was my quirk. Now, he has to think of a name really quick, so he calls it Omni. So then he tells him he can transfer into 10 different type of monsters. What the fuck am I... never mind. So then he asks, can he sign his books? And he does, and then he jumps away. But then, in this one, actually, before he jumps away, he asks his Deku, is he gonna roll in UA? And he says, yes. So then he jumps on the roof, and he starts walking home. Then, actually, the Sludge Villain gets out. So how the Sludge Villain gets out, actually, is the container All Might used to contain him was actually, damaged a little bit. So the Sludge Villain seeped out of it. And all those pro heroes are there in that crowd. So, All Might is now, I'm gonna call him Skinny Might, because it sounds way better than Small Might, something. So now, he sees Bakugo, and then he's trying to get out of there, though. And then the Sludge Villain makes some homo thing, and he's saying, give me your body. And nobody says, no homo, my guy. Nobody says that. But then, his ommitrix is now glowing, and he turns into, turns into, 6, I can't remember, 4 arms, heat blast, ghost freak, gray matter, sorry guys, Ben 10. So he turns into, let's say he has Big Chill. Actually, he turns into Diamond Head, actually. So he forms a crystal, he actually gets the Sludge Villain off of Bakugo, and he actually tosses him into the crowd, and the crowd grabs him, and then Diamond Head actually, he makes a diamond-like dome around the Sludge Villain, and some characters saying, who the heck are you? And he says, well, I have to go. And then he uses his diamonds to he really just runs. And he turns back to a normal kid. And Bakugo said, who the hell was that? And they said, I don't know. So then he starts running, and All Might knows that's him. So then it's all on the news and stuff, and they're saying, oh, a new hero, and he had diamond powers and stuff. So then Didn't even know that was alien. Then Izuku's mother is worried, and he's at home. He said, "Oh, Izuku," and she said, "Did you see that new hero?" And he says, "Yeah." And did you get hurt? All that stuff. He says, "No, I didn't get hurt." And he goes in his room. He looks through his ommitrix, and he sees that this omnitrix actually can combine two aliens, but they have to be like, can't be from the exact same planet. So let's say it exactly like, Humongosaur, Forearms, fused with Diamond Head, so called Diamond Forearms. So we have 4 arms of diamonds, and he would have 4 eyes and stuff like that. That he would have both of their powers though. So you can't technically fuse fire, heat blast, and I can't remember rip jaws, because that wouldn't make sense. So now, the next day, he actually, I can't remember, like, so he goes there for that preliminary test thing. So then, Deku sees Baka. He actually walks, and he's in there, and they tell him that, that they have to, they get 0 Point Robot 1, 2, and 3, and they get, like, about 10 minutes. They actually get 20 minutes. Let's just say they get around, like, 40 minutes, though. And there's more robots still armed up, and then they tell them to go. So then Deku becomes Ghost Freak. Right here, Ghost Freak. So then, he actually possesses one of the robots, and he destroys our robots, though, and then he also can speak to the robot, though, so he says, "Don't shoot me," and stuff like that, because I'm a student and stuff. A person, though, and, like, nobody shoots him. And, well, the omnitrix, he actually turns into another alien, because the omnitrix was malfunctioning, and becomes actually Diamond Head again. Fused with Diamond Head and Accelerate to create Diamond Sight. I don't know, you guys can name these guys. So then he runs around, and with his diamond powers, he actually, like, destroys more robots and stuff like that. And the 0 Point Robot comes, and he actually like makes a tornado and, like, picks up the 0 Point Robot. So you know how, like, Flash can make time duplicates of himself? Well, this guy can do the exact same thing, but it's different. He creates a tornado around the 0 Point Robot and starts throwing diamonds into it, though. And the art copy of him helps Ochaku. And, well, the time's almost over, so then he says, "I have to finish this." So then he's gonna punch it, though. He climbs up to it and actually attacks it. And he actually left a seed, like a diamond seed, and it grows and, like, destroys the head of it. And then Deku is falling because the omnitrix timed out. And then he starts hating it and stuff like that, so then it activates, and it actually gave him the powers of, he actually grows wings, like, Stinkfly. And you say, what the heck, though? And actually, the omnitrix that he was continuously hating, though, he turned on its, let's say it's called Alien, host fuser. So he can only add one alien's power. So like he would gain the strength of forearms if he uses it. Now this sounds overpowered, but it weakens the time limit to 5 minutes then. And everyone sees Deku's wings though, and then they go away. And then they say everyone can go home and stuff like that. But All Might walks up to Deku and he says, "That was impressive, kid, but what was that?" And Bakugo sees Deku talking to All Might. And after All Might's done talking to Deku, Bakugo actually runs up to Deku and actually grabs him and says, "How the fuck do you get quirk though?" And when Bakugo was grabbing him, Deku actually hit it, and he actually turned into, let's say he turns into Upgrade, and then he just actually turns into a liquid and says, "Whoa, what the heck?" And he mostly now the ommitrix has upgrades, so he doesn't turns into them. He actually gains their abilities to make it more natural. So he turns to a puddle and stuff, like a shiny wet liquid, and Bakugo's gonna explode it. And he does, and does nothing. And Deku is actually the puddle version of him is actually sliding out of there and stuff. And he gets home, and 2 days later, Izuku gets a mail thing that says he's in UA and stuff like that, and he's so glad. And he gets a secret message about he tells him that, "Deku, you need to come to Midoriya," because when he was signing his notebook, he saw its name. So he tells him to come to the beach in the morning. And so he does. So then All Might tells him that your quirk is really strong. So then he tells him that I've been trying to find a successor for One For All. And, you're the person. So then he tells him that to clear out this beach. And he says, okay. But he tells him with no quirk. And he says, "Aw, dang it." So he starts moving all that trash stuff though. His tires are mostly useless stuff. And he's actually training, and after a few weeks he gets ready enough to handle One For All, only 1% of it. So he gives it to Deku, he eats it, and he says, I'm a feeling thing, he says, the effects of One For All take a few hours though. And I think I'm not getting this right, but I'm getting close, I think. So then he goes home, and he starts training for his quirk. He starts training his ommitrix thing, and he tells his mom that he has a quirk, and she says, that's great though, and he shows her by choosing Upgrade. He wouldn't technically choose Upgrade because he would actually choose, let's say he choose Wild Mutt, and he gains the abilities to, if his eyes are closed, he gets increased sniffing, climbing on walls. He also gains a lot of abilities. So then he actually closes his eyes and says, he says that she has an apple pie in the refrigerator, actually on the in the oven baking. And she says, how do you know? And he says, it's my quirk. And, well, she's glad he has one, though. And then, well, they start eating that apple pie. And, well, they told him, in that message, All Might tells them that they're going to have to design a costume for themselves. So then Deku really doesn't have to design a costume, because he tells them that he is the costume, but he still has to do it. So he makes a costume like, let me find some cool costumes that look really scary. Damn, I'm gonna actually look up Deku. Wait. Now, while I'm searching this up, Deku's costume would be like green. It would take on the ommitrix theme, so green and black. It would take green, black, and red because it turns red after it's used. And, well, they get to UA, he submits his thing, and, well, he actually falls, but actually, so when he uses the ommitrix, when he was continuously hitting it, it did upgrade his thing, and, well, he can actually let his aliens out, and they're mostly like their own people, and like they know what's happening each time a deck turns into them. So like when Deku turns to forearms, he learns everything about their culture and saying, oh, we need to keep this, like we just need to act like normal people and stuff. But he can't show as long as Deku has the ommitrix. And, well, he can have like two abilities. One, just turn into them and gain the powers, or two, stay as his human form and gain the powers. Now, Deku almost falls, and, well, Ochako says something, saying, what the heck, though? And she says, sorry, though, and she says all that. And, well, he gets the class 1A. And Ida sees him and say, hey, aren't you that kid that destroyed that 0-point robot? And he says, yeah, and, well, aren't you that kid that, like, turned into all those weird monsters? And the class is actually looking at Deku and saying, well, yeah. And Otaku, remembers that he actually saved her, and, well, she says, thank you for saving me, all that. And then Mr. Aizawa gets there and says, class, gain your seats now. And then, one student says that, are we gonna miss the weird thing we're having in the gym? And he says, and you wait, I get to teach my class how I want to. So he tells them to get their, gene things. And they're told them to come outside, so they do. And, well, Mr. Aizawa tells Deku to go first. And, well, Deku actually, Mr. Aizawa tells him to use his quirk, so he does. So he turns into, let's say, he tries to use a heavy hitter, forearms. He tries to use forearm, but he actually gets Diamond Head. Now, let's give Stinkfly some chance. So he turns to Stinkfly and he says, oh man, not this guy. And, well, he throws the ball. And, well, before he throws the ball, he says, wait, I confused my aliens, I remembered. So he fuses Stinkfly with forearms to create Stink Arms. Sounds crazy, but he now throws it, and it actually goes really far. So he says, Mr. Aizawa says, about 1,000 meters. And it was saying 1,000 meters, that's impressive. And Bakugo goes next. Wait, Bakugo would actually charge at Deku and say, Deku, how the fuck do you get quirk? And well, Stink Arms actually shoots his stink goop things out of his mouth. And he says, geez, Bakugo, you stink. And then the whole entire class is laughing, and Mr. Aizawa, smirks though, but like, people don't see it. And well, he blocks up, grabs the ball, and throws it, and he gets 700 meters. Mostly nobody's impressed, because Deku got 1,000 meters. Then what else goes, so, Ochako gets first place, because Infinity, of course. Deku gets second place for 1,000 meters, Bakugo gets third place. Everyone else, and they start doing the running test. So he uses, Accelerate, and Ghost Freak to create Ghost Freak plus Accelerate would create Ghost Accelerate. So then it would, he starts running, and well, he's technically, he's running, and well, he gets started in first place, and I was saying, wow, that kid ran. Mr. Aizawa tells him that he ran 3 seconds, and I was saying, dang. And like, Bakugo's not aggravated, so he goes next. They're doing it separately because thanks to Bakugo and like bullshit. So Bakugo goes next. He gets around 5 seconds. And well, the next thing, I can't remember what was the next thing, but Mr. Aizawa shows everybody. And Mineta should be getting suspended. But he says it was all a prank. And he says, what? And then Deku is, and everyone's saying, what? And stuff. And, the person with the creation quirk says, well, you should, why would Mr. Aizawa suspend one kid for something? And, well, Mr. Aizawa gives them a syllabus thing, and tells us to, go home and stuff. So they do, but like, Ochako's asking, hey, do you name those monsters? And he says, well, no, but like, you know that one that, you check for and turns to looks like a ghost? Yeah. She says you should name it Ghost Freak. And that guy with the 4 arms, you should name 4 arms. So he likes Ochako, so he says, yeah, I'll name them like that. And, well, he shows her, Ida sees them talking, and then he joins in and says, what are you guys talking about anyway? And, Ochako's saying, we're talking about Deku's, monsters, and, Ida says that, well, how many do you have? And he says, I have 10 so far, and they're curious saying, why so far? And he doesn't tell them, he just says, Ida, do you have any names for my monsters? And he says, that one looks like, you know that one that has the wings? And he says, yeah. He says, you should name Stinkfly, because it's like a fly and it stinks. And that one with diamonds, he calls it Diamond Head. And he remembers that, wait, you're that kid that saved Bakugo on the news. And he says, yeah. And, why you had to run? And he says, well, I have a time limit, how long to stay in those forms for 10 minutes. And well, when I combine the monsters, it divides it by 2, so I only have 5 minutes when I combine them. And it can't be from elements that fight each other, so like say water and fire. Those 2 fight, so it wouldn't really create anything. I can't choose water and earth, because water destroys earth. So, yeah. So then, they all go home and stuff, and then Deku's having all these nightmares where he sees all the aliens, and he, says that he's mostly seeing all the aliens looking at him, though, and they say, oh, well, Forearm says that, kid, we need to all talk. So they all get to this table, and they're talking, saying, you have the ommitrix, and, well, he says, what the heck is the ommitrix? And that thing you have in your arm. Now, when you combine us, we actually have to agree on combining. You can't just force us to. And, well, like, everyone's cool right now, but, like, Ghost Free will turn evil soon. So then he says that, you need to not overuse it, because when you continue hitting that thing, it actually, almost deleted one of our DNA codes. And, well, they all show them their pods of DNA. They says when you continuously hitting that thing, you almost destroyed, well, upgrades. And he says, Upgrade can't speak in this because, well, you just almost destroyed his pod. It's taking him a while to speak. And he says, sorry, and, well, he tells him that, well, when you did combine us, you can't combine us in two different ways. So, whatever you do not combine water and fire. And he blessed saying, yeah, because me and Fish Face over here cannot combine, because it will actually kill both of us and our DNA pods. And Upgrade, I can't speak, so, Greymare says that, yeah, you can't really do that. So then, they say that we'll increase that 10-minute time limit won't last anymore, because now all of us are going to decide to, make that how many times you hit the watch a lot, though. So you get around about a whole entire day to stay as an alien if you want. So the only way you can turn back is hitting the, ommitrix symbol. So Deku asks more questions, they answer, and, well, Deku asks, where are you guys from? And he tells them that their true names on their planets are, I only know a few, so Upgrades is Galvian Mechamorph, Ghost Freak is Ectroneuralite, Greymare is Galvin, and they say the others, and Tetraman's the, Forearms. And, well, they say, if you're going to train, we're going to help you. So then they say, yeah. So, well, I have a question. Why does the ommitrix not get off of me? And he says, well, it's technically bind to, as long as we all agree that, as long as, half of us agree that you can still have it, you can still have it. So, like, say if 6 of us agreed that you could continue having it, 4 of us say he shouldn't have it anymore, then, well, we let you have it. And, well, we have many ommitrix pods of aliens, and we will actually unlock some of them. There's like over, a million of those. And they unlock a new one, so he gets, let's see, he gets Atomics, way big. Swamp Fire, I. I. He gets mostly this S, actually, except Alien X. He gets Goop, Swamp Fire, Chromastone, Big Chill, Humongousaur, Brain Chill, Jet Ray, Spider Monkey, Echo Echo, and Alien X. And he meets them all, and then it's day, and he wakes up, and, he used the ommitrix to use, the speed guy's ability on him, so he can get all the stuff on it, and, he's running to UA. He gets there really fast, and, he calls All Might because he has his phone number. And he says, "Hey, All Might, hey, aren't we gonna be in your class today?" And he says, "Yeah." And, you're doing, this rescue thing. And he starts talking about his training stuff, and, I have unlocked 10 new monsters. And he says, "That's great." And, he has to go. So he hangs up and that stuff, and he gets to the room, and Mr. Aizawa tells him that All Might will be teaching for today, and he does. And, they are doing the rescue thing. So the rescue thing would be about their costumes, and Deku is ready, and he is sort of doing it. So he gets all the costumes on, and Minetta's is fucked up. So he's purple, he wears a diaper as a superhero. I think somebody would call him a pervert, a pedophile, and other names. So now everyone tells him that they're getting groups to do this, so it's heroes versus villains. So then, it's Chaco and Ben, Deku, and Bako, and Ida. So now, you're going to have to wait for next time for this. I'm the Shadow Master here, and you have watched What If Deku had the ommitrix. God damn it.